Family, training camp begins for Dillion Sanders' son, Shadur Sanders, and the one that they call Dillion Gabriel. We're going to talk about how things went down during training camp for the Cleveland Browns. Their first training camp, that is, on this now so-called quarterback competition. But without further ado, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. I'm your guy, DJ Bless One, the best one.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Niggas bless up on my
So, YouTube family, training camp gets urgent. Training camp is moving fast right now, and a lot of people wanted to be indoctrinated into this football atmosphere. This is one of the best times in the NFL, that is, when you get to see your favorite guy or even the underdog on how do they perform. Can they outlast the veterans or the guys who are the favorites? And in this case, Shedeur is going up against a lot. He's going up against a personnel who probably likes him as a human being, but don't really care much about him for the football way of things. So if you guys don't know, I'm going to break it down properly. I want you to look at Shadur Sanders in his first training camp. So as I'm playing this, I wanted you to look at the throws and all and just gear you guys for what you're waiting for is not the expectation you're going to see. Meaning that in practice, once again today, even just for training camp, Shedeur was limited again. They keep putting it out there that he's the guy. He's the one they're looking to move forward with. But the few amount of times that he's being given the ball, being given the command of things at the helm, and furthermore let you know DJ Bless One was correct. The professionals was correct. TJ Hajmuzada was correct, and many people who all follow football like me who been knew what the Browns were doing. So let me go to one of the first highlights. The case in point is this right here in training camp. I'm gonna give you a 40 to 50-second highlight. Now, I want you guys to pay attention. Shedeur is looking good regular, but to be fair, limited competition, you're supposed to look good. Doing regular screen passes, regular little drop-off passes, game manager passes, giving me similarities of Alex Smith. But in Shedeur's case, he's not a limited player. He's getting limited time. Alex Smith was limited in his talents, but still a good quarterback with high IQ. But in this case, Shedeur has the high IQ. He has the game manager awareness. He has the pocket quarterback awareness, and he's being deducted points from that. And I'm going to show you another highlight similarity point as well. But it's just noticing the small things like that the Browns are doing with their quarterback position. Notice I didn't say with Shedeur's position. I said with their quarterback position, because granted, you may not like Shedeur. You don't even want him for your team. Cool. That's fine with me. I don't want Shedeur to play for the Cleveland Browns. Let's just get that part out the way. But the fact that you guys who get mad at me being Cleveland Browns supporters, how come you don't hold your organization accountable? Because forget about Shadur Sanders. You do need the best available guy for your constituents, for the supporters who make the Cleveland Browns, you know, the Cleveland Browns. But you guys don't think like that. So let me go. I'll go to Shedeur later. Let's go to reps that were given to Dillion Gabriel. Pay attention. And Dillion Gabriel always had a nice spiral. I will admit that, from high school, his sophomore year, all the way leading up to his college years with UCF, Oklahoma and Oregon. Also his time right here with the Browns. He has a pretty ball. Here's the problem with Dillon Gabriel. Anybody can look good without no pads and without the blitz packages. Once you bring the guys in front of Dillion, meaning even his own offensive linemen get in his way because he's a small stature quarterback, 5'9" at best. He can't see over his guys. He has to overcompensate for his height, which then gives him more interceptions and penalize the teams furthermore. But no one talks about that. Mary Kay Cabot is busy being in love with him, and she refrains from calling that out. I'm not saying he could get better, but how long can he get better? The guy is going to be 25 years old in September, I think. Time is already ticking for Dillon Gabriel, and you guys not holding Dillion accountable, it lets everybody furthermore know what's going on with the Browns and the biasness from the fans. Look, let's just get it out here. I'm going to play more highlights, but what you guys physically seen with your eyes, forget about what DJ Bless One is saying to you guys. What about what you just literally witnessed? I mean, who are we kidding here? What did you literally just witness that is going on with Dillon Gabriel? And it's the fact that he gets uncomfortable with real competition thrown his way. See, at UCF, there was no real competition over there. At Oklahoma, they paid NIL money to get him there, so he already knew he was the guy. Same thing when he transferred from Oklahoma and went to Oregon. He already knew he was the guy. There was never real competition. You know, the same thing they're saying for Shedeur. He never had real competition. But it's amazing how other guys, it's called they were the better competition. But with Shedeur, he didn't have any competition. But let me get back to more highlights. So when you're looking at Shedeur over here, what we're noticing in this next one I'm about to play, hang on, guys. It's the fact that many people were saying Shedeur is still doing one problem, which everybody in the football world were griping about. Let me get to that. And that situation with Shedeur is still padding the ball. And my thing about that was, wait a minute. If the Cleveland Browns are not telling Shedeur to quit padding his ball, why is it a problem? Obviously, it didn't hinder anything that they have built up for him. Not the packages, not the screen Bird Eye 3 package, not the Bird Eye 8 package. If you guys don't know what the Bird Eye 8 and 3 is, I'm not going to break it down to you. Let's carry on. But when you're noticing this with the limited reps of Shedeur, it tells me they are not going to prepare him for this coming season. The difference in Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Shiloh, even if Shiloh is not a starter, even if he ends up on the practice squad, you can tell Todd Bowles went out his way to get, not even going out his way, but giving him the same fair chances that Tampa has given to all the other guys there. We're very comfortable saying that. But when it comes to the Cleveland Browns, there is clear sabotage going on. Irrepressible, I can't even pronounce that right now, so I'm gonna skip it. But that's a good thing about following me. I don't profess to be the wordsmith that many of your favorite YouTubers are or pretend to be. But look at this part of Dillon Gabriel right here, and you tell me, am I tweaking on Dillon Gabriel? Now pay attention. I noticed the drop backs are more of a contaminated situation where he had better drop backs in college and high school. I'll be honest. I think they're doing too much with Dillon Gabriel, forcing things too much for him, and it's getting a little too much. Even his rhythm is not comfortable. Now, the throws are always going to be systematic, automatic, meaning any good quarterback is going to be automatic with the way they throw. The problem is, can it convert in today's NFL game? Man, Dillon Gabriel couldn't convert his throws to last year NFL times, meaning 20 years ago. I do not see that level of playing the way his mechanic arms are. There's no way it can convert to the NFL of the old days or the new days. And that's my thing, watching Dillion play here, the over-exaggeration with him being the top guy for the Browns right now. Maybe it's a little bit exaggeration going on, but with the Cleveland Browns being a failed organization that they are, I believe that this is their guy. I believe without a doubt that the new face of Cleveland Browns, that is until Ark Manning enters the draft, is going to be Dillion Gabriel. And that speaks volume into who the Cleveland Browns are, what they are. I mean, Stephen A. Smith had a saying of what something about goes wrong or will goes wrong, whatever his weird beef with the Cowboys is, which is another constructed, fabricated situation that's manufactured for ESPN BS views. But let me fast forward. So what did we learn today from the training camp? That the Browns are still a trash organization, that they're fast-pacing Shedeur to get more reps during the actual preseason games, but in actual training time, we're going to suppress his reps, therefore sabotaging him during preseason so we can say, look, he was never the guy, he's not even good, even though everybody knows, actually, at least football aficionados, we all know that you didn't prepare Shedeur in enough time to get acclimated and well adjusted to the NFL scheme of things. But I think Shedeur might still show prowess as a top quarterback, but I don't care how good you are, guys. If you're not getting enough reps during practice or training, there is no way on earth you can be at least even an average quarterback. I don't even think you can be a below average quarterback if you're not being properly adjusted and getting acclimated to the schemes of things. I hope this breakdown was good for you guys. I don't come here to BS anybody or waste people's times. You guys can subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button, because I do need you to hit the like button, and I do need you to support. Unlike your favorite YouTubers who pretend you guys don't exist, I know you guys exist. In fact, I do everything that's catered and surrounded around the chat, around the comments, around the supporters. Look, man, this thing is always going to be bigger than football and deeper than football. Don't get mad at DJ Bless One for just being a messenger. Some people preach and profess all day. You want to hear the truth until the truth comes knocking at your door and you're unready to handle that truth. That is not my problem. I make no exceptions for nobody feeling. Someone please call 911 for your weird feelings. Have a blessed day, guys. Peace.
Heart been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Think it's best I put my Heart been broke so many times,